Hey, everybody. Oh, hang on. There we go. Hi, everyone. Who is ready for the final tier of Arcadion? Yeah, heavyweight fights. Also, hey, Shift, what's up? Gonna have to bear with me, guys. There's like 24 people in queue. Let me in. Let me in. There we go. Ooh, what's for dinner? Also, we're in. All right, let me head over to Solution 9. Why am I hitting the teleport list when I can just return? Okay. Now... hang on. Okay. Now, let us also, well, I'll wait until we've got more people before I say that. I'm running the wrong way. Whoops, 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 whoops. Someone break out the Shizu got lost counter. All right, so let's get this show on the road. Feral Fandom. What an appropriate name. Yana regards you with a writhed smile. Although that's also redundant. Why is the name of this quest the same word twice? Ah, Shizune! I was hoping you'd drop by. There's something I wanted to share with you before heavyweight matches begin. Come on in. Hello, baby kitties. The kittens have taken to their new home, in case you're wondering. Still, I can tell they miss Hector, the poor things. Yay! Thank you for the 18 months. I appreciate you. That's a whole ass year and a half. Holy cow. I've asked Honey and the others to come as well. Before they arrive, let's have a quick refresher of the situation. Recap time. During their cruiserweight campaign, we managed to convince several fighters to retire from the ring, not least of all Retsara, who was already afflicted with psychonecrosis. There was one who couldn't be persuaded though, the Brute Bomber. Oh, he's sad. He's sad. I myself developed symptoms of psychonecrosis after Eutrope ambushed us. I got a little carried away, using a feral soul to stop her. There was a glimmer of hope when Nayuni discovered the existence of a cure, but it was dashed when the president took her and Eutrope hostage. He wouldn't allow us to deviate from his script. But in an unexpected turn, the president himself was aware of the cure, the drop of life. He'd said he'd divulge its location if you could become grand champion. How did he learn all this? Where does he get his information? I've never met the man. Oh! 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 Kofkino, thank you so much for the follow! Hello! Where does he get his information? I've never met the man, so he's a complete mystery to me. That's why I wanted to gather everyone, in order to form a better picture of who we're dealing with. Hello, my dears! We let ourselves in through the back. You never know who's watching, after all. Hey, hey, what's the occasion? We having a retirement party or something? Yay! I'm glad people are seeing those and enjoying them. I'm so tempted to just keep adding more red strings to the map in my apartment that I'm using as a backdrop and see if anybody notices. But that means I keep having to take stuff out of my apartment. It's okay. I'll be able to put everything back next week. But yes, hello. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV since The Realm Reborn. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about this game. I've been replaying the game on an alt. We're doing everything mine. It's been a lot of fun. Sorry, hun, but I haven't met the president in the flesh either. He only called me a few times to give instructions, and it wasn't him but Medem who came to recruit me at one of my performances. While he recruited me and Hector in person, all contact afterwards was via the communicator. He'd speak solely about business, never private matters. Same with me, I'm afraid. Dancing Green, on the other hand, is well acquainted with the man. After a fashion, the geezer has a love for the theatrical. As a performer myself, we quickly hit it off, and often had debates about the best way to engage the audience. While I believe the key is to making folks feel good, he insists that they need to feel a measure of discomfort, and that's the job of a heel. 'Tis when the loathsome are laid low that the audience knows the highest high, and the fighters burn brightest, he'd always say. That sort of poetic justice has appeal, I'll admit. For proof, you need look no further than the frenetic crowds at the Brute Bombers matches. Whatever else the president may be, he's a damned good showman. Right. The president's personal life. All I know is he traces his ancestry to Lindblum. Lindblum? That's where the stimulant for the regeneration factor was apparently, researched. I can read. Well, what do you know? Unfortunately, I never got the opportunity to hear more about his past. The last time I saw the old man was 3 years ago. That would be around when Medem approached Honey. Or that'd be around when Medem approached Honey? I wonder if something happened to the president that's kept him from appearing in public. But with the limited knowledge we have, we can only speculate. So even between all of us, we hardly know anything about the president. Our play remains Shizune becoming grand champion. Only then will the president share the cure's whereabouts. And if he goes back on his word, we can threaten to reveal the truth about the immortalized to the public. If all else fails, we do have that hand. But if we are to use it, we must first rescue Electrope and... oh my god. We must first rescue Eutrope and Nauni. So as to not endanger them, the plan will need to be discreet and foolproof, and I could use everyone's help. Can I count on you all? I'm offended you thought you had to ask. Of course you can count on us. We'll save Yana's sisters and give that rotten president a piece of our minds. I got along with the old man well enough, but I had no idea about his shenanigans. Art and entertainment shouldn't come at the cost of those who make it. Ain't that right, Sugar? Every time he calls her Sugar, I keep thinking, man, they really messed up with this, because, like, he is absolutely the kind of person who would call somebody Honey or Sugar as a pet name, but no, he's calling them Honey and Sugar because those are their names. Thank you all so much. With everyone's cooperation, we'll work to free my sisters while Shizune continues her campaign to become Grand Champion. It goes without saying, but I'll continue supporting you as your second. Together, we'll carve a path through the heavyweight division. It seems we all have our tasks. The rest of us will begin exploring ways to rescue the girls at once. Okay. So, there's about to be an Arcadion broadcast. Uh-huh. It's a regular program intended for fans, so it might not help much with your preparation, but it couldn't hurt to give it a watch. Fans of the fight and connoisseurs of combat, I bid you welcome to another edition of the Arcadion Hour. For today's special guest, we have the heavyweight fighter who shall soon face the unenhanced upstart Shizune in the ring. The devilishly divine dominatrix, Vamp Fatale. As indicated by her appellation, Shizune has climbed her way up the ranks without the use of a feral soul. Should this upstart rise to become Grand Champion, they would be able to do as they please with the Arcadian soul repository, and it seems they intend to release all the souls. This would fundamentally alter the Arcadion, leaving it a championship of unenhanced fighters. What are your thoughts on this? Don't make me laugh. The upstart would only bore us to death. Our fans crave spectacular battles that will blow them away, and you simply can't get that without feral souls. So saith the lady, but what do you, the people, actually think? We hit the streets to find out. Fight without feral souls? What even be the point? This is the Arcadian we're talking about. If I can't watch a muscular woman imbued with a beast soul squeeze the life out of her enemies like she's making juice, I'm not interested. Sir, we didn't ask about your kinks. The unenhanced warrior? Just a novelty, I reckon. There to drum up excitement for the championship. It was interesting at first, I'll admit, but the act has gotten old, and everyone's had enough of it. I know I have. Frankly, I despise the upstart. She forced the Howling Blade to retire with that outrageous wager, for one thing. We don't need some outsider barging in and running it roughshod over our traditions. Leave the Arcadian alone, you hear me? Leave the Arcadian alone! Your traditions. I know, like, I've done the Yoyawata dungeon. I know that the use of feral souls only dates back, like, 20, 30 years. This isn't some ancient rite of passage for your people. See? No one wants her pathetic excuse for entertainment. Huh, that's odd. There should have been some interviewees who supported Shizune as well. What? Or perhaps not. You're next, darling. You've been a naughty, naughty girl. And I'm going to give you the punishment you deserve. You're not my type. Thanks for the offer, but I'll have to pass. Damn them! They clearly only showed the interviews that served the president's agenda. I'm sorry you had to see that, Shizune. But you have plenty of supporters out there, and that's the honest truth. Yeah? Oh, hey! Forgive our sudden intrusion, but after the broadcast just now, we simply couldn't sit still. You're my hero, miss! I'll keep cheering you on, so please don't give up. There are many of us who feel the same. We believe in you, and we wanted you to know that. I get nervous whenever I watch you fight, but at the same time, I'm inspired. Given courage. I don't get that from fighters who use feral souls. Notice how none of them are wearing regulators. That's right. And don't forget, souls weren't even used in the Arcadion in the beginning. I bet the other fighters could also put on a thrilling show without enhancing themselves. Battles with feral souls are a spectacle, there's no denying that. But by the same token, it feels artificial. Your fights, on the other hand, are as real as it gets, and it fires me up like nothing else. So keep your head held high, and keep fighting the good fight in the heavyweight division. Yeah! Please let me join your gym. I want to become a fighter, just like Shizune. Aww. Well now, we'd be glad to have such an enthusiastic trainee. I must warn you though, that the training isn't easy. Why don't you come back with your parents for a tour first? See? You have quite the following. I'd hope so. Even if there aren't any more feral souls, it doesn't spell the end for the Arcadion. Many people admire and support you, and it's for them as well that you fight. Once I'm cured, I'd love to come out of the retirement and fight unenhanced myself. And I believe the others feel the same. Is that so? Alright, we'll be there. Hey, Flame! This is it, Shizune. The heavyweight matches are beginning. Madam's asked us to meet him in the green room as usual. Savage fights are just harder versions of the normal story mode raids, so... Anyway, we are going to go and get the first fight unlocked, and then throw ourselves in Party Finder. Do these guys have anything new to say after the broadcast? I'm waiting for the Brute Bomber's comeback. He'll barge into the ring unceremoniously any day now. I'm sure of it. Uh-huh. I was originally a fan of Wicked Thunder, but these days, you're the one I'm cheering on. So please, don't let me down. There are so many who believe in you, Shizune. As your fans, we hope to see you become the Grand Champion. Since Miss Honey is cheering you on, we, her loyal fans, are by extension cheering you on too. Aw, thanks. It'd be nice if you guys were capable of original thought, but I appreciate it. The beauty I see in your battles is second only to that which I see in Sugar Riot's works, and that is why I decided to support you as well. Hey, unenhanced warrior. I better see you grooving in the heavyweight tier, just like you got down with Dancing Green. Got down, huh? I've decided to cheer you on. As the woman who bested the Howling Blade, I hope you will carry his love for battle with you in the matches ahead. I have supporters! Okay. In we go. I'm going to give him some choice words about those interviews. I don't think he had much of control over the broadcast, Liana. It's good to see you again, my friends. How have you been? How do you think? We've been better. What's the big idea with that broadcast? I'm sorry, but it was the president's orders. It was all I could do to drop a hint that there were other opinions. The mass retirement in the cruiserweight division has left the president feeling threatened. Whatever he may have said before, he's eager to be rid of you. On that matter, it's no use trying to convince the heavyweight fighters to quit. They've all been informed about their psychonecrosis and chose to continue fighting of their own volition. That's because they've been told that, if they can defeat you, they would be able to use your soul to cure their affliction. Yeah, that bastard and his low tricks. Victory is your only way out or through this. So what anger you have, I suggest you channel into the ring. As you did before, I have no doubt that you will make your mark in the heavyweight division as well. By the look in her eyes, Yana still smolders with rage. Grr. Just when I think I've seen it all with the president, he comes up with another underhanded move. What if Madame says if what Madame says is true, we've little hope of convincing your opponents to quit. There's nothing for it but to stay the course then. While you fight to become Grand Champion, we trust in the others to rescue my sisters. If we can get the drop of life's whereabouts from the president in the end, we'll be able to save everyone. Right then, let's take a look at your first heavyweight opponent. Sure. Van Fatale, whom you've had the displeasure of seeing in the broadcast earlier. She's a fiendish fighter who harnesses the soul of the Desmodont, a giant bat whose power allows her to suck the life out of her opponents. Her biggest claim to infamy, though, is the fact that she's a sadist. Inflicting pain brings her pleasure, and her ring is filled with apparatuses for that purpose. Mind your surroundings out there, or you'll become her plaything. Remember, you have plenty of fans who believe in you. So believe in yourself, and show them the strength of the unenhanced warrior. Now, get out there, give Van Fatale what for, and claim your first heavyweight victory. Yeah. All right. Oh, I should have had Danny recruiting in Party Finder this entire time. I'm stupid. Anyway, hello.
Hi.
I should have given you Party Leader and had you recruiting this entire time. I'm so dumb.
A little late now, I guess.
Yeah. My inner editor won't let me not capitalize that. Please help. Look, man.
No, it's relatable. I get it.
I hate to tell you the pain that was inflicted on me when I had to edit my subtitles or my captions and subtitles for my videos the last couple days. The auto transcription in DaVinci Resolve wants to call this expansion everything but Dawn Trail.
Oh my god. It just finds unique and interesting ways to call it anything but Dawn Trail.
Anyway.
What was it like calling it Dawn Train or... What else could it have gone with? I wonder.
Also, for anybody watching who wants in on minimum item level, no echo Arcadion, we're in Party Finder.
One of us.
Yeah, we're on Ether. My character name is Shizune Daskar. Yeah, let's go.
Go.
All right. You might not be aware, but Van Fatale and Honey are bitter rivals. Oh, are they? They snipe at each other constantly, and when they fight in an open weight bout, it was ugly. Toxic Yuri, Toxic Yuri, Toxic Yuri. Also, I didn't leave anything for me to be able to do while, waiting for the party to fill.
Cutscenes?
Well, let me see. Where am I on my reputation? No, but, like, I guess I'll go get my allied societies done while we wait. To be productive. Maybe Kieran's trick will work for me too, and like if I'm in the middle of crafting, we'll get people.
Let's go.
Thing is, it's allied societies, so I don't care if I like. Oh no, you know what I could do? That's right, it's reset. You guys are gonna be watching me craft either way. First of all, let me switch over to a level 100 job. Head over to, the springs, and I still have to do my custom deliveries for this week. So that's a cutscene I can be stuck in the middle of.
There you go.
All right. Grab 3 of those, purchase, and purchase. Yeah, that was such a good change when they added it. Being able to organize teleport lists by expansion.
Yes.
Custom deliveries. That. Oh, right. I can't just, like, blast my way through getting high quality with Need to Equate yet. Next expansion.
Life will be easy. Man, it's so strange. Like, what, FanFest is happening over the weekend? Is that right?
Yes, this weekend. It's Friday. Hang on, let me turn you up a little bit. Okay, say something.
Something.
A little bit more. Say something.
Something a little bit more.
We're trying that one more time.
Okay, one more time, I suppose. Third time's the charm.
All right, that's a little bit better. I may just have to turn the game's volume down a little bit. Hang on.
It's like I have a gain setting I can turn up if that'll help.
No, I think it's just the game is very loud.
Yeah. But no, it's I'm looking forward to it. I'm curious to see what they've got for us. I'm sure it'll be fantastic. Fantastic showing regardless.
We're gonna finally find out where we're going for the expansion, or at least one of the places we're going for the expansion. So that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get the expansion name. We might...
yeah, we might get one of the new jobs.
Maybe. Things are so up in the air right now, because I can tell you what to expect based off of what we've gotten in the past. The problem is, they've been doing things a little bit differently this expansion with some things. So, I don't know what else has changed.
Can't say for sure, yeah.
Like, in the past, it's been a shortened version of the trailer that gives us the title of the trailer. And then, like, it ends usually with time of year. Like, spring 2015, which ended up becoming summer. That was Heaven's Word. Or, you know, fall 2021. So we might have a good idea of when things are coming, depending on if they say winter 2026 or winter 2027. But they've also, the last 2 patches, just given us the date for the patch during the first live letter, which they used to not do. That used to be saved for the second live letter. So who the fuck knows?
Indeed.
I do like knowing the exact date after the first live letter, though, because it gives you more time to plan out, like, what you want to get done before the end of the patch.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
Give people a chance to do their final preparations and everything.
It gives people more time to panic PvP if they want to panic PvP.
True.
I should have planned ahead better and done these off stream. Anyway, okay, there we go. I also realized I grabbed the crafting materials for if Nito Ikwe was on bonus, and I don't actually know if she's on bonus this week for me. Guess we're about to find out. The engineers need supplies to complete their tasks. I don't suppose you have any, do you, Shizune? I do. Here you go. I wish I could turn in all 3 of these at once, but oh well. Engineers like Shenza and Zapia are the grease that keeps our wheels turning. We'd be fools not to make sure their toolboxes are well stocked. Alright. Turn in 2 more of those. I know I'm capped on purple scripts. I don't care. Wait right here. I gotta show the boys. They'll be ecstatic. Guess what, Shizune? When I showed them your latest delivery, they insisted on thanking you themselves. Aww. Shizune, you rascally Aspis. These supplies you brought us are better than I could have dreamed. You should hear what the others are saying. They like the feel of the tools so much, they've half a mind to build another train. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's about time. You know, I've been thinking, perhaps our next model ought to fly. With the dome's technology, that may just be possible. But can it still be called a train if it doesn't need tracks? They're so close to inventing the airplane. Then again, when it comes to trains, perhaps no dream is too big. If it were me, why, I'd create the Dawn Blazer, armed with the spokes with weaponry. Why? We can discuss your ideas in further detail after our railroad spans the length of Tyrol. Now, get back to work. It's great to see the boys so passionate about their work. Thanks again, Shizune. You're welcome. If you've a little more time to spare, I have an update about our progress. Nitoekwe could not be happier with your efforts. She now considers you a savior of the railing. Yeah! Your contributions thus far have kept the railing rolling, but it seems Nitoekwe needs to speak with you. Yeah! Quest time. Nitoekwe is excited to tell you the good news. I can't thank you enough, Shizune. Your contributions have kept both our operations and the train running smoother than a Ronix backside. Everyone's settled into a rhythm, passengers and staff alike. And because of that, Balika has made progress on the railroad repair project. Remember the business proposal he was drafting? He submitted it to the Wing of Reflection, and they've granted us clearance to begin construction. As a matter of fact, Valwook Lamont helped in the negotiations and recruited some Alexandrian engineers to come and help. They should be arriving any minute. Seeing as you know these folks, I reckon you ought to attend. Head to Shaloni Station, and I'll be there once I've rounded up the others. Yes! I wish we could do some kind of content that would repair Yasulani Station. Oh, I've been flying in completely the wrong direction. Where are they? I asked Vaouk Lamat to have them wait here after deboarding. Oh, hey! Forgive me the delay, everyone. I confess, I have long sought the opportunity to explore my mother's homeland, and found myself distracted upon arriving. Well, if it ain't Shizune, mighty fine place y'all have here. You're so close to being able to meet Geralt. Please, just let me put the 3 blacksmith idiots in the same room. It is her. What in the world are you doing here? It's great to meet the face behind the letters. I'm Walika, station master of Shock Herald Railing. We enlisted Shizune to assist with our operations. Luke Lamont's a good friend. And when she made mention of your plan to reconnect the rails, we were glad to volunteer. And this is our mediator from the outskirts, the closest settlement to Yasulani Station. I come on behalf of our leader, Papone. We welcome the reopening of Yasulani Station, and as such, are willing to discuss a loan of laborers to your cause. That'd be a great help. We're prepared to invest as many resources as we can, but the work will go faster with more hands. Likewise, it would be our pleasure to help you build the bridge between our 2 communities. This undertaking will change countless lives for the better, and I can't wait to see how it will bring people together. Great to have you all on board. Here's a copy of the proposal for your reference. But first, you folks deserve some time to experience the lands outside the dome. Your next destination is the palace, I take it. Go and enjoy Tuliolol. I've never known a more vibrant city. Much obliged, Walika. When we return, let's get down to business, eh? All right, you all go on ahead and back to work without me, will you? I'll be along later. Huh? What's gotten into her now? Look, I need to get this paperwork back to the office. Can you check on her for me? Sure. It's just a lot to care about, you know? What? Didn't think me the type to wax sentimental? Well, you've caught me. I'm not like you or the Dawn servants. I can't twist myself into knots over the plight of a stranger. I'm just a train driver.
And we're full.
Yeah. Let me hide my... Okay, there we go. I already had my hands full with Walika, our staff, and our writers. Then I met you, and everything changed. That girl was right. We are building a bridge. Soon, our reach will extend farther than I ever dreamed possible, and, well... As happy as I am to have more freight, sometimes I worry my engine's too weak to carry it, so to speak. But Walikas poured his soul into this railroad, and so have I. Of all the many people it brings into our lives, not one of them is a stranger to me. You think I agreed to drive the Dawnblazer on a lark? It was because you got us the timber for new railroad ties. You earned my trust with that, Shizune. And your presence here today proves that it's paid off. Ooh. Were you scared? Ha! Now there's a silly question. How could I not be, staring death in the face? Supposing fate decided that was my last drive, I would have spent my final moments furious at myself for missing what came next. I wouldn't have regretted it, though. Not if it kept all my loved ones safe from harm. Man, that hits hard considering who she is. It's a lot to juggle, isn't it? Caring for so many. But I reckon I'll simply have to figure it out as I go. Shizune, Nitohikwe! I thought you were doing paperwork. We were, just wondering what was taking the two of you so long. Something I should know about? Oh, you know me. I was just giving Shizune one of my usual lectures on the unparalleled superiority of our locomotives. Damn right! Have you told her all the improvements we've made with the prototype? Enough chit-chat. There's still much to be done if we're to make this cross-country rail into a reality. Yay! Also, hey, Zev.
Hello.
Hello.
What did I sign up to do? I signed up as Scala. We are full, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I was just in a cutscene. Alright. Let me switch over to Bard. And ready, check. And let me make sure I actually have the raid selected. Let me also make sure that mine is selected. There we go. Zev. There we go.
Let us begin. How dare you tend to your bodily needs while we're about to raid? Now's not the time.
Mommy, I mean what?
Yeah, get it out of your system.
Oh, there's no getting her out of my system.
I do want her outfit as a glamour.
You make your pulse race while freezing your blood. The voluptuous vamp fatale!
It's only a matter of time. Going for it.
This'll be fine. I've done these fights like a grand total of once.
Same.
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal Femme Fatale! Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress?
Oh, everybody's moving. What? Ah!
Come, my pets. This is my show. I will hear you scream.
A wicked weapon. Femme Fatale's poised to execute a fatality.
You will become a stain on this place.
The challenger has nowhere left to run! Oh, not fast enough, I'm afraid.
Ooh,
Oh, that must have hurt. Hang in there.
it did.
Get on the leash.
Oh,
Enough deeps.
well,
Actually, a little surprisingly tight on mine, it looks like. That DPS check.
that's gonna be interesting when we do it undersized next expansion.
It'll be curious to see if it's even possible.
Remember to food up.
Will you cry out in pleasure
Way ahead of you.
or pain?
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal Femme Fatale! Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress?
Come, my pets. This is my show. I will hear you scream.
A wicked weapon. Femme Fatale's poised to execute a fatality.
I'm actually pot, because it looks like it might help.
You will become a stain on this.
challenger has nowhere left to run!
Uh-oh.
Almost there. Nice!
We did it! Woo!
This is just the beginning. My faithful minions, give me your ether!
It's begun! She's draining the audience of their ether.
I like how he tacks that on, as though he has to clarify.
They knew exactly what they were doing with that.
Feed me.
Van Fatale's unleashed the ether. The challenger's in her realm now.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, ah!
Oh, spicy. Uh-oh. Get over here. There you go.
You are a stubborn one, but it is not
Yeah?
too late to beg for mercy.
I don't do that. Ow!
Not my
This
style, lady.
spectacle of slaughter resumes. How will the challenger adapt? It's a veritable rain of death.
Destroy these.
Who knew they'd been felled with a vengeance?
Oh, damn it. Wasn't able to get to the tower in time.
It's a wipe anyways. The other healers both dead and AFK.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
Nope. I'm actually running low on raid food, uh-oh.
Yeah, like I said, maybe AFK.
Yeah, they went AFK mid-fight for some reason.
Something urgent must have come up.
Hopefully the healer isn't going to be gone for too long.
I say give him 5 minutes and then...
Yeah. I'm excited to be caught up so I can fully word vomit about my theories about Arcadion without spoiling things. Anyway. After tomorrow, I'll pretty much be caught up with the game, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And then I figure... What? I am gonna do it, but it's gonna be next week, I think. Because I didn't have time to do it, considering the story requires you to do a specific fate in OC. And I realized I also need to do the deep dungeon from this expansion.
Yep.
And I also haven't done the Monster Hunter thing even on my main yet. Oops. So, haha. But yeah, I'm excited to not have to spend so much time doing stream prep on this character. Zev, what did you do? They had an error. They had to be right back. Anyway. I think I need to turn the volume on the game down a little bit more so that I can actually hear people in voice chat. Okay. There. Maybe that'll help. But yeah, how long do we want to give the healer before?
I said 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's at least a minute ago, so 4:34.
It's already been 5 minutes, but we can give him another minute or two.
so much for the follow. Hello. Hey, Stretch. Yeah.
If we give them much longer, they'll be kicked out by the instant AFK timer.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
We're approaching the AFK timer.
Ah, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, yeah, we'll just hop out and try and find somebody else. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
All right. So it was Mari who left, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Let me just test their link shells. Test their other link shell. All right. Then let us ready check.
Get back to it.
Actually, let me buy... Oh, wait. No, I know what I can do. All right, let's get in. I have one more food besides the one that I ate, so...
She'll make your pulse race while freezing your blood. The voluptuous femme fatale!
that your new adventurer plate is deranged.
Alright, let's go.
Let's do it.
Time to beat that DPS check a second time.
I think we got it.
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal Van Fatale! Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress?
Come, my pets.
Okay, we're good.
This is my show. I will hear you scream.
A wicked weapon. Van Fatale's poised to execute a fatality.
You will become a stain on this ring.
The challenger has nowhere left to run!
We lost a DPS in that. Lost two, actually.
Oh. We had too many people dead.
Yep. Here we
That's
go.
okay. We've got this.
Yep.
We know it's doable.
Shake it off. We got this.
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal Van Fatale! Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress?
Come, my pets.
What?
This is my show. I will hear you scream.
A wicked weapon. Van Fatale's poised to execute a fatality.
You will become a stain on this.
challenger has nowhere left to run! Oh, that must have hurt. Hang in there.
Ow! No, my song went off right as I died! My burst!
Not quite close enough.
Nah, if I hadn't died, we probably would have been fine.
It's wild how tight that is.
Mm-hmm.
We're level 100. It ain't time to fuck around anymore.
Yeah, no, for real.
Especially this deep in the
Will
expansion.
you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Like, you're not fresh level 100 at
Feast
this
your
point. At least
eyes
you
on the
really
lovely
shouldn't be.
and lethal Vamp Fatale! Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel
We're level
mistress?
100 and this is the final, like the first fight of the final tier, so.
Exactly. Well, you should have a pretty good idea of how to play the game at this point.
Come, my pets.
But also now watch the other fights not be nearly as hard.
The only real problem is the fact that it's a DPS check.
Yeah.
That's really the only reason it's a problem for us at the moment.
I will hear you scream.
A wicked weapon. Vamp Fatale's poised to execute a fatality.
And in case it makes any difference, I am potting.
You will become a stain on this.
The challenger has nowhere left to run! Oh, that must have hurt. Hang in there.
Watch spam for the kicks, cheesy. He's out!
Oh, we're good. We're fine.
Not
We're gonna be
fast
okay.
enough, I'm afraid.
There we go.
Oh god. That's a death ball. Whoops.
This is just the beginning. My faithful minions, give me your ether!
Ow.
It's begun! She's draining the audience of their ether.
All of you will feed me.
Vamp Fatale's unleashed the ether. The challenger's in her realm now.
Oh wait, I was in a safe place. No!
Damn it.
You are a stubborn one, but it is not too late to beg for mercy.
The spectacle of slaughter resumes. How will the challenger adapt? It's a veritable reign of death.
Ow, ow, ow.
Got North Tower.
And they're down. Can they recover from this? Who knew they've been felled with a vengeance?
Such insolence I have never known. More. I need more ether.
She's draining the crowd's ether again! I hope our dear spectators are feeling all right.
Oh, that was a lot wider than I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
Ah!
Get away from tanks.
No,
away from
no,
tanks.
hug me.
In pain lies pleasure.
She's unleashed even more ether! How will this end?
Ow.
On your knees, damn you!
Ah. I was out of that. Okay, we're good. No, wait, I'm not. No, ow.
It's always doubled with that one.
Yeah, it's a 3/4
She
room
cheats!
cleave.
It's wider than it looks like it should be.
In phase 2.
It's basically all of her hitbox in this phase. You have to be completely outside of her hitbox.
It's a quarter rune cleave. It cleaves 3 of the 4 squares. Oh, I don't have a parry, that's why.
I could not imagine being a black mage in this fight.
Have to really get good at.
Ow!
And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide?
Oh, we got it, we got it, we got it!
Oh yeah.
Yeah!
Easy game for babies.
Heck yeah!
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger. It's all over. Until next time.
Oh, I forgot! Stuff is still locked on this one.
Yep.
That's right.
You can't have all the loot.
No!
Yeah, that won't be till next patch. Mwahaha.
Oh, or at the very least later this patch. I don't remember how they do things with. Oh, right, next patch. Because yeah, right. I forgot. Yeah. I'm stupid.
Yeah, the
Don't
0.5
listen to
patch
me.
is literally coming out next week, right?
Yep. Anyway, let's continue. And there it is, your first heavyweight victory. I never doubted you for a moment, Shizune, and I'm sure you heard them, but the audience was going absolutely wild. Actually, hang on. Can I make one of you two party leaders so we can recruit while I get the next fight unlocked?
It would have to be Zev, because.
All right, hey Zev, would you be able to?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll try to get. Oop.
It's been a pleasure, though. That was actually really fun.
Yeah. I guess we'll try to get at least the second fight done, and if we absolutely need to, we'll do the other fight tomorrow. Or the other two fights, I should say, because these cutscenes are, if I remember right, kind of long. Anyway, that is why I paused before completing this, because I couldn't remember if there was a cutscene. Anyway, thanks for the help, Danny.
Yeah.
Hopefully see ya tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, right. I have to actually pick one of these. Yeah! We super appreciate the help. Actually, also, hang on. Do I still have room in the link shell? Do I need to kick people? We have some space. Tika, do you want in my link shell? For people who help out with this stuff? Yeah. Invite to link shell entry. Yana appears to have something on her mind. Now then, there's a bit of time before your next bout. That's because your opponent originally would have been none other than Wicked Thunder, Eutrope. For reasons we know all too well, they have to call up a replacement, and who that is hasn't been decided yet. So let's head back to the gym for now. With some luck, Retsara has made some progress on the rescue. I know what the next fight is.
Unfortunately.
What, you don't like the Blowjob Brothers?
Nope.
Do you not like them as characters, or do you just not like their fight?
Or more accurately, I don't like what they've done to the characters with the community.
You know, fair. How dreadful. Huh? Why are you crying? That's the boy from before. What could be the matter? Hey now, what's wrong? Your gym, they've wrecked it. What? Oh no! Who? Why? Hey there, kitty cat. We've made ourselves at home while you were out. You're the ones who did this? We heard this was the unenhanced Kook's haunt, so we decided to drop by to say hello. I mean, it's one of my haunts. But you guys are too cowardly to try and attack the back rooms. What have we here? It's the dynamic duo who have taken tag team matches by storm. The Extremes. Could they be Shizune's next opponents? Wow, madam, how convenient that you happened to be here just now. The unenhanced warrior is a single specialist, though, so I expect she will be pitted against only one of them. Which brother will it be that takes to the ring? The older, cool and collected Deep Blue, or the younger, fierce and fiery Red Hot? It'll be both of us, naturally. We don't work any other way. Don't worry, though. We'll tag in and out, so it'll be a fair fight. You're cool with that, right? Come at me together if you like. That's the only way you can win. Big words, Big Shot. But we wouldn't break the rules, right, bro? Yeah, I'm so sure. We wouldn't? But don't we always... Aha. No, we wouldn't. Oh, was that meant to be a secret? I can't tell if this is part of the act. Ugh, not another word out of you. You've had a good ride so far, Kook, but it won't go so smooth for you on your surf, or on our surf. You're gonna wipe out, and wipe out hard. I should have given him a surfer bro voice. Oh well, too late. And there you have it, your next opponents. Please see to your preparations and come to the green room. And I'm sorry for this awful mess. There was nothing I could do to prevent it. Mm-hmm. What was that all about, madam? This isn't a good time for a tour, I'm afraid. Would you mind coming back after I've sorted things out? Those bastards did a real number. Wait, where are the kittens? The important question. Yes, where? They're safe, thankfully. They sensed the danger and fled upstairs. I actually arrived earlier and witnessed them in the act. I was furious and wanted to stop them, but I feared it would draw the president's attention. Forgive me. I have news. We found a promising lead on Naomi and Eutrope's whereabouts. Truly? One of Honey's devoted fans is an employee of Ascension Arcadia, and he divulged the details of the security at the company complex. Thanks to him, we now know that right after your sisters were kidnapped, they curiously doubled the watch in a certain area. According to Green, it's a plushy reception hall used to entertain important guests. In all likelihood, that's where the girls are being held. While security is tight, we have a plan to create an opening and mount a rescue. Sugar will use her magic to cause a commotion, which I'll exploit to sneak inside. That's quite a daring strategy, but I have faith that you can pull it off. We will carry out the mission during your next match. If you do what you do with best and put on a good show, the attention you draw to the ring would only aid our cause. So, you'll be pitted against the extremes next. It reminds me of my own time fighting as a tag team with Hector, when we were still no-name newcomers. What? Why have I never heard about this? Our signature move was the ultimate Mega Moon kick. Hector would encase me in flames and send me flying at our opponents. Not only did it look impressive, it had some kick to it as well. Pardon the pun. No, I'm the only one allowed to make bad jokes here. Alas, we hardly drew any spectators, so management disbanded our team. We were still trying to find our place back then. But getting back to the present, like all tag teams, the Extremes will unleash powerful coordinated attacks. Take care when you face them. Well, I suppose we'd better head to the green room. The mess can wait for now. As long as the kitties are safe. Alright. We're in Party Finder, right? Sev?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Oh, that's a neat glamour. Coordinated with their carbuncle. I like that. Hey, Zev.
Yeah.
Did you see the name of the bot Saribot just banned?
No.
They're getting spicy tonight. They're getting real spicy tonight. Hang on.
Let's
Right.
see.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No.
Right. Let's take a closer look at your opponents. Red Hot.
Okay.
Yeah, right? Red Hot and Deep Blue, who formed the popular tag team, the Extremes. They're originally professional surfers who rose to fame with their feats at Solution 9's artificial wave pool. The brothers harness the souls of storm drivers, great lizards capable of manipulating the elements, to perform dangerous techniques. As you can probably guess, Deep Blue commands water, while Red Hot wields flames. I say brothers, but they're obviously not related by blood. It's just part of their gimmick. Having said that, they do make a fearsome team. To echo Retsara, you'll need to be ready for their coordinated attacks. Once you've dealt with them, you'll be just one bout away from becoming Grand Champion. So get out there and give those gym wreckers what for. We'll see who's the one who wipes out. Alright. M2 unlocked. Or, I'm sorry. M10 unlocked. Was that paused because I had to do the math real quick? I'm not admitting nothing. The brothers love to perform outrageous stunts, and one time they used up so many souls to revive themselves, they were roundly criticized for squandering resources, which is to reiterate the need to be careful. Their recklessness makes them all the more dangerous. I have a good stretchy. All right. And now, while we wait, back to here. Oh. All right, hang on. Let me, where's my raid night fame? Here we go. Gonna go ahead and tag the emergency rations in the Discord. Okay. Fortunately, I don't plan on doing 7.5 MSQ on this character or like any 7.5 content until like next Sunday. So, oh, right, I need to go back to my crafter. Oh, there we go. All right, time to put me in a cutscene. Point being, maybe I'll have to see what all I'm able to get done tomorrow before I plan out what we're doing next Tuesday and Wednesday. Listen, Shizune, that conversation was intended for your ears only, all right? Don't go blabbing to anyone. I can't make any promises. Now then, I foresee a lot of hustle and bustle once the repair project takes off, so I think I'll keep running operations for the time being. I'd appreciate your continued support whenever you have time to provide it. You'll be duly compensated, of course. We may need to stock up on a few things, so I hope you're not opposed to repeat commissions. Oh, and before I forget, I'll be learning to work the ticket booth next, so look, you know a thing or two about being in the public eye, right? I've no interest in fashion, but if I'll be speaking with customers, I figure I should try to look more presentable. So if you have any ideas for a work uniform, bring them by. I know there are people out there, who just put all of their custom delivery NPCs in the 2B outfit. That's hilarious as a customer service thing. Anyway, let me just take a peek. Did I buy stuff for her being on bonus for nothing? I did. Bonuses this week are going to be Andon and Charlemagne. Good to know. Alright, then let me go ahead and get rid of those. I don't need them. And here, and here. Oop. I got armor to 100 last week, so gotta get that. There we go. Alright. Oh right, there's another quest. Can I do that one on Bard? I can. But I'll do it on Crafter anyway. It's fine. Where? Oh, it's inside. Oh, that gives experience. You know what? Yeah, we'll do it on Leatherworker. Walika has a message to share with you. Ah, Shizune, glad you're here. Zapia told me he needs to speak with you. As for why he didn't simply track you down himself, your guess is as good as mine. At any rate, you'll find him over at Shaloni Station. Safe travels. I like how on my main, I kind of put off doing this quest because I thought it was going to be longer than it was, and then, like, it's actually super short. Shizune, perfect timing. You see, I have a problem. It's the Dawnblazer. I know she detonated in the line of duty, but try as I might, I can't get that armored angel out of my mind. After she came up in the conversation the other day, it relit a fire in me. One thing led to another, and I found myself stitching together a little something inspired by her design. I know how crazy this must sound, Shizune, but I'd really love for you to have this ensemble. And if it's not to your liking, maybe you could find a roundabout way of asking Nitoikwe what she thinks of it. Just think about it, alright? Together, we can keep her memory alive. Through us, the Dawnblazer will ride on. Alright. You know what? Let me see how that looks on Nitoikwe. I haven't been able to figure out, even on my main, what vibe I want to give her. Or, like, what glamorous stuff matches her vibe. But... let's see here. How does this look? Gonna have to scroll all the way down. Here we go. No, it looks too... I don't want something that looks so bulky on her. Does the hat make it better? No, it does not. I'm sorry. We'll figure something out for you. All right. Anyway. Oh no, am I out of things to do? I guess I can go back to what I was originally going to do while recruiting, which was blast my way through my Allied Society dailies. But also we're about to go to an ad break, so I'm going to head back to Solution 9 for now. I'm wondering if it isn't just too late in the night, and if I shouldn't just, like... I guess we'll see if we get anybody in the party by the time we get back from the ad break. I might just declare that we're gonna do the rest of it tomorrow, and do Cosmic Exploration tonight. But let's see what happens by the time I get back from the ad break.
Okay.
So yeah. Oop. So yeah, I'll be right back in a few minutes, because I did get my warning in OBS that ads are going to be happening within the next, like, couple minutes. And I'll see you guys in a few. All right, we're back. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we got anybody for the next fight. So I think we've been streaming for 2 hours and we've gotten one raid done. And haven't had any luck getting more people for the next one. So I think I'm gonna cut my losses and do Cosmic Exploration tonight, and then we'll do the other 3 fights and Hildebrand tomorrow.
Okay.
So yeah, but Zev, thank you so much for helping me out. Tika, thank you very much as well. Hopefully you can join in tomorrow as well. And yeah. Anyway, so in that case, I'm gonna drop out of voice chat.
Yep. Have a good night.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Now, 7.4 Cosmic Exploration. After we get the quest that I had to do like 50 stellar missions in Fena done to do. Or to unlock. Okay. And this I will do on Leatherworker, because I want experience. So I want to go to Bestways Burrow. All right, so we have all of these quests to do. And we're going to start with Mumuko. Good day to you, Shizune. Given that your duties on the star have all but concluded, I expect you have some time on your hands, correct? Incorrect. Why, I believe I misheard. You do have time, yes? Surely this joke has run its course. Joke? My dear Shizune, I take your busy schedule quite seriously. That is why I'm asking ever so nicely. Are you asking, though? Are you? Hello, or say hello to Phasingway, fellow project manager for the initiative. Grateful for all the stellar missions you've handled, Shizune. Your hard work keeps the cogs running, or turning. And me and Mumuko here keep them from rolling off to mother knows where. Her Lullafellin eye is indispensable in spotting trouble the average Loprit might overlook. The reverse is equally true, I might add. Thus did we develop a multicultural management style during the Ragnarok's construction, to prevent oversights in our, well, oversight of the project. Naturally, now that the core development on Fena is complete, We've been collecting feedback for a post-mortem review. Which is how we caught wind of a few screws that have come loose. Namely, Project Leader Commanding Way and Magitech Specialist Justa. They were initially keen to take on the task of expanding the functionality of the Initiative's machinery. Almost too keen, and now we have word that they're sneaking about and whispering in tones of nigh delirious excitement. What's more, they refuse to divulge any details of their new designs to management, afraid of getting in trouble, we suspect. And so we turn to you, Shizune Daskar. You are someone who they've worked alongside and trust, a potential collaborator in their eyes. Will you go in our place and find out what they're plotting? Yeah, sure, I guess. Thank you. We shall observe discreetly while you inquire. I heard what you said the first time. I know precisely which component we would require. Ah, another member of our merry crew. Always glad to have you on deck, Shizune. Number 1 and I were just charting a bold course to reinvent the fleet's machinery. I may have gotten a touch carried away. Commanding Way is a true visionary. They make the impossible seem possible. You're too kind, Number 1. Now, about those mech designs. If you ask me, we're still leaving too much on the table. What about ethereal sabers, so we can duel marauding pirates, all flashy like? Where are you gonna encounter pirates? And a mechanism for transformation, or better yet, fusion. 5 units combined. For 4 times the obliteration. Easy there. Aye, that's the stuff. Massive mech form arms with drills attached, pulverized in fronts above and below. We've left Star Trek and just gone into mecha anime now. And maybe Power Rangers. Had I had the components from a standard Magitech excavator, I could begin fitting them immediately. Well, what are you waiting for, Shizune? Hold it right there, you two. You were expressly instructed not to lose sight of the Initiative's needs. What's all this about sabers and drill arms? And pirates. Management! There's nothing more dangerous than a Loprit's lack of restraint paired with an engineer's ambition. We should never have taken our eyes off of them. Tell me, did you toss common sense to the wind the instant we gave you this assignment? It was all rather tame at first, I assure you. An extension mechanism for the cranes. Features to assist in scaffolding installation. Sensible enough. Do you have any suggestions in that vein, Shizune? I fear that, or what will happen if we don't set these two to a productive task immediately. A means to scale cliffs and descend into canyons. Very good. Should the two of you submit plans to address that need, we will allow you to continue to work on the machinery. We value your passion, but see that you do not lose sight of our common goal again. We have a budget to maintain. As for you, Commanding Way, kindly accompany me to my station. We will need to discuss your conduct. Scallywags. Amazing. I confess, I let my good sense slip away from me. I simply feel so empowered here, as though I could build anything to my heart desires. But for now, I should finish my maintenance tasks. Could you go and check on poor Commanding Way for me? I worry Mumuko's lecture may run over long. I promise I shall keep my ambitions in check from now on. Please, won't you go and rescue Commanding Way from their scolding? I mean, I'll try. I feel like I almost got roped into something. So, you know, I may have my own scolding to do. In the meantime, let's go and quote-unquote rescue. Alright, so it may be as I let things get out of hand. Maybe? It may be? You were talking about pirates! Commanding Way, you understand why we brought you here, correct? Well, I may have gotten a wee bit carried away. My duty was once to man the helm as my charges forged ahead into the unknown. If the Exodus had gone to plan, I would have led a group to build a new home on whatever star offered us refuge. Heidelin even gave me this extra-large body so I'd be easy to see? But no matter how big I am, it's not the sort of duty I can fulfill all by my lonesome. That's why being a leader in the initiative has meant so much to me. I still believe that a commander's role is to stand tall and inspire their crew, but I should have considered what exactly I was inspiring them to accomplish. It's seeing the initiative succeed that would make them the happiest, after all. Promise you'll remember that, and please do set a better example for your team in the future. Aye, aye! You've steered me back on the proper course. Glory to the initiative! What a headache. Barely finished on Fena, and everyone's already tripping all over themselves in anticipation of the next star. Indeed. I doubt we've seen the last of the trouble. Keep your ear to the ground, Shizune. What, didn't I tell you? As we speak, a very important guest is traveling here from Aetheris by way of Sinus Ardorum. The details are confidential, but suffice it to say that I'll be in touch. I worry that other crew members may be in need of help, but are too hesitant to ask for it. Might you keep your ear out for me? I mean, I know I keep saying this and people keep ignoring it, but, I don't have ears, I have horns. I can keep a horn to the ground. I can keep my horns open, but, or attuned or whatever, but, the Asgardian glassworker needs a touch, needs to touch glass. Ah, an adventurer. A proper adventurer, that is. Out here, we all are, we are all adventurers of a sort, are we not? I guess. In sooth, however, I am a glassworker of Ishgard. It was for that expertise that I was invited to take part in the initiative, and I have been quite content to oversee the work of at Glassblower's Beacon. Yet, as my time here draws to a close, I find myself regretting having failed to venture further afield. I am certain its vistas would inspire me for years to come. For that reason, I should like to take a brief stroll, and perhaps collect a few samples that might be incorporated into my future works. Provided you are willing to escort me through the harrowing environs, of course. Then I am in your debt. Once you have made your expert preparations for the trials ahead, let us meet to the southwest. Within a safe distance of the grotto, of course. Why do you need me to escort you? I'm on a crafter right now. I can only do this quest on a crafter. What exactly am I protecting you from? Breathtaking. Oh, forgive me. I was captivated by the scenery. I had thought to venture further, but perhaps the inspiration I seek can be gathered right here on our doorstep. As an associate of the initiative, you must be a capable artisan in your own right. Why not share in its artistic, share in this artistic exercise with me? Bring me whatever fetching fragments speak to your aesthetic sense. I shall limit my search to these surrounds, lest I inadvertently endanger myself. Again, we haven't been able to find any kind of life here. What exactly are you worried about being endangered by? Are you prone to tripping? Are you afraid the mean old glass is gonna hurt you? How is that different from anywhere else? Okay. I'm gonna take a chomp of my sandwich while I run. Oh. Right, I already gathered everything. There we go. All right. You're alive. Yeah? Did you espy any works of art? Kinda? Fetching fragment. An exquisitely pigmented shard of natural glass found on Fena. You have an artisan's eye indeed. It would be an honor to work with any one of these. You may count me thoroughly dazzled by the sights and samples both. But what of you? You have spent far more time wandering the star than I. How have you found your time on Fena? His exploration, yeah. His exploration itself I enjoy. For that, Fena is beautiful indeed. Spoken like an adventurer, true. I confess that as beautiful as I find this sea of stars, it frightens me in equal measure. How much there is to see, and how limited my own view of it. The moment I stepped outside the grotto, I was nigh overcome. I am glad to have glimpsed this star through your eyes, if only for a short while. Come, let us return to the beacon. Yes, let us return. You have my deepest gratitude, adventurer. I shall never forget the beauty of this evening. And to think that I may have turned down the initiative's invitation were it not for my present struggle at the Atelier. Not long ago, you see, Lord Amaric himself commissioned a work of stained glass to celebrate the newfound harmony between man and dragon. From the first, I floundered. Long did I know dragons only as terrifying beasts. To see beauty, let alone kinship, in the visage of those creatures was beyond even my imagination. Now, however, I begin to understand. Even the most fearsome worm is but a single soul like you or I, facing the endless expanse with fear and with wonder. I envision a dragon soaring between stars, graceful and strong, following a glimmer of light across an unimaginable distance. A fitting use for this glass, I should think. Yeah. Oh man, I know he's like taking a nap right now, but I kind of wish we'd been able to bring Midgarstormer with us. I still think Endwalker did him dirty. I want to go up here, don't I? Yeah. Oh, I remember this quest. Yeah, yeah. Or yeah. Okay. The vacuum suit specialist seeks qualified candidates only. Well, if it isn't Shizune Daskar, the rumors don't do you justice. Say, I don't suppose you have a moment, do you? We're planning to conduct a high-altitude test flight. Though it's seldom necessary during standard operation, vacuum suits are equipped for it. Until recently, manned flights were prohibited, a safety precaution due to the difference in magnetism levels between Faena and Sinus Ardorum. Now that we have significantly fewer project drones whizzing about, however, it should be possible to establish a safe flight path through areas with low magnetic interference without risk of collision. The trouble is, we're still required to fly in pairs in case of emergency. I should love to have someone of your skill in the air with me. Yeah, sure. Fantastic. Let me know when you're ready to strap in. I'm ready right now. All set? Then let's start the test flight. Just follow my lead and try not to lag behind. Let's go! Exercise caution near the grotto entrance as personnel and supplies are concentrated here. Any malfunction would be disastrous. Before you panic, however, know that these suits underwent a rigorous inspection for that very reason. Let's continue on. Yeah, look at how cool this is! We get to see everything from above! I hope this is hinting at them adding flying to the cosmic exploration areas someday. We should be well outside the drone's path here, but nevertheless, let's check visuals. Sufficient distance confirmed. Onwards then. Next, let's see what happens when we cut across the river to the volcano. We'll need to listen carefully for any sign of engine trouble, but in the meantime, we can enjoy the scenery. Yeah! This is so cool. Like I said, I really hope they add flying eventually. It'd be really neat. And convenient. Around here, we can expect turbulence at high altitudes. Hot volcanic air tends to rise sharply. Granted, vacuum suits are designed to handle it to a degree. I would be more concerned with heavy or with a heavy glass storm. Or more concerned during a heavy glass storm. Whoops. Excellent. Now that the flight path has passed inspection, let's test out the automatic recall system. Here we are, safe and sound. That concludes the test flight. Do you have any thoughts or questions about the process? Any possibility of solo flights? I cannot deny that there are many restrictions in place for the sake of safety, but it was a test flight, you understand. Our priority is to find a solution in the event that lower altitudes become unsafe. Over time, we'll conduct more tests to facilitate impediment observation. I appreciate your input, however, and will bear it in mind for the future. After you've had a moment to settle your stomach, speak to me or to collect your compensation. I mean, my stomach's fine, but like, hey, they should have added another quest at some point that unlocks flying. IJS. Let me pull out your payment. With apologies for the brief delay. The Gilsack has met with some misfortune upon being opened in front of recently disembarked pilots in the past, you see. As for the suits, they are exporting their data from the flight as we speak. We'll pair that with your feedback to improve future operations. The route seems to are quite safe, but it will require further testing before we can offer it to the entire initiative. We're bound to get some use out of it in the meantime, though. Thanks again for taking part in the test flight. The engineering and research teams will work hand in hand to ensure we make the most of this data. Ah, Shizune! You have some time? Maybe I don't. What then? Oh, she's not happy with me. Look, Shizune, this is no time for games. Mimuko wishes to reward your idle hands with a special introduction. You will recall I spoke of a special guest. Now that our first outpost on another star is complete, the Forum has sent a representative to conduct an inspection. In light of your established rapport with that august institution, I have elected to bring you along as intermediary. You're welcome. Now then, we're expected at the Cosmoport. Come along. Welcome to Fena, Counselor Yaadeb. Oh no, I have to say this out loud. Hang on. Yaadeb. I pray the journey was not too taxing? Not at all. It has been quite the betrayal of my expectations. Unto this very moment. I imagine the Forum's obligation here is plain, given that your initiative would not exist were it not for the Ragnarok. If Aetheris' first interstellar expedition, Ultima Thule notwithstanding, is to rely upon Sharlayan technology, 'tis the Forum's duty to safeguard against its misuse. Certainly. and we will do our utmost to make your visit a fruitful one. Make no mistake, I have certain misgivings about this project. Unwilling to see the fruit of its labors go to waste, Charlene has invested a great deal in the initiative to date. Technology, aye, but also coin and personnel. The majority of your researchers hail from our nation, do they not? Yet following the final days, our actions are under greater scrutiny than ever before. Should it be suggested that our ambitions include interstellar colonization, conflict is certain to follow. Our continued involvement is dependent on your results outweighing that risk, and I intend to make an honest accounting. Such a tremendous burden, but would surely be lightened with the assistance of the expert before you. Huh? Excuse me. Alright. I've heard tell of her myriad accomplishments, and her familiarity with all parties may indeed be a boon. You are at liberty to avail me of your insight as you see fit, Shizune Daskar. Then I leave the counselor in your care. I suggest you begin by introducing her to all we've built here at Glassblower's Beacon. Sure, just leave it to me. Do try your best not to offend Counselor Yadeb. Even for you, she may prove difficult. I mean, I can handle her redacted. So, actually, I can handle both of them. So, I'm sure a third can't be a problem. I shall follow your lead. Do be thorough. Hey, you're like Ishtola's sister, right? That's not even spoilers. She's a silver-haired Mikote with an Y in her name. She's clearly related to Ishtola. I apologize. It has been some time since you and your fellow scions stood before the forum, and I admit to some curiosity as to how you have spent the intervening time. More the fool I for considering you might be content to rest upon the laurels of your latest heroics. Judging by boy, you clearly are not in touch with certain people, because that wasn't even my latest heroics. Judging by those calluses, you are every bit the adventurer I've heard so much about. Thank you. Research submission and supply counters located in a well-trafficked nexus. Excellent. The initiative certainly has the appearance of a functioning cooperative, though naturally the details bear further investigation and future evaluations. Aha. Key facilities at the center, encircled by residential and other less vital structures. Whilst the hangar position has been suitably adapted to Fena's geography, the layout bears a close resemblance to that of our original designs for a post-Exodus colony. Indeed, scale notwithstanding, it is the very picture of the shelter we once envisioned for refugees of the final days, with comforts echoing those found in the cities of Aetheris. Clearly, the initiative recognizes how swiftly those without extensive field training can become unmoored without familiar amenities to provide a sense of psychological safety. And judging by your chosen facilities' suitability to meet initiative participants' needs, I dare say your funding has been allocated with acumen. I am satisfied that with what I see here, but what of the rest? Let's hippity hop. This is the one we already talked about. So then I want to D4 over here. Am I to understand that the single facility powers the entire camp? It is rather more compact than Labyrinthos' solution. Though it is not yet suitable as a direct replacement for existing infrastructure on Aetheris, it makes plain the merits of experimenting with technologies that one day might become so. A star is beautiful from the ground as 'twas from above, if not more, if not more so. Though I must say, it feels passing strange to descend upon a foreign world and see one's own countrymen milling about. 'Tis the first I've seen of any of the technologies at work here. Loprit innovations, I suppose. Yet each shaped by Charlian theoretics, if I'm not mistaken. Despite knowing 'twas planned for the Exodus, to see it take form on another star is surreal. I believe I've seen enough. The initiative's reports provide a sufficient background regarding the star's topography itself. Instead, I would ask you to share your informed opinion on this project, in detail. I could do without being constantly voluntold, but other than that, it's pretty nice. Assuming you have the time to spare, of course. Choose the best responses to ensure a favorable evaluation from Yadeb. Mamuko is counting on you. As this inquiry may take several minutes, blah blah blah, I'm not in duty finder, it's fine. Very good. I am obliged to mention that your answers will be included in my report verbatim, but pray do not let that concern you. How would you evaluate the cooperation between the Charlians and the Locrits? They complement each other's strengths. They do. Indeed, it seems the Locrits rely on my countrymen to inject an amount of reason into the proceedings, while driving the project ever forward with their unusual notions. 'Tis arguably a well-balanced partnership, as demonstrated by Bamuko and Phasingway. Their management system has prevented major problems from arising thus far. Next question, then. The initiative has recruited collaborators not just from Charlian, but nations across Aetheris. How would you describe their work? We each utilize unique skill sets in our pursuit of a unified purpose. I should be glad to include that in my report. The project surely benefits from the breadth of knowledge you describe. And in turn, the insight gained by initiative luminaries will be distributed across Aetheris upon their return, to the benefit of all for generations to come. My next question pertains to technological developments. I noticed the machinery originally designed for Sinus Ardorum has now been repurposed for Fena. Would you say this is sufficient for the star's needs? Sufficient, yes, but we're always looking to make improvements. Operating as designed, then, even in heretofore unknown environs, which I imagine is reassuring to its designers here, as well as myself. It also speaks to a robust testing process before each phase of exploration. See that that continues, and greater technological advancements are certain to follow. Now, for my final question to you. In your opinion, what is the purpose of this initiative as a whole? To learn of the stars and to seek hope. To be a journey in pursuit of searching ways lofty ideals, then. A trifle saccharine for my report, I fear. Yet I understand why this undertaking attracts those of a similar mind. Mayhap even I could be converted. Ahem. This concludes my inquiry. That one so experienced with the trials and tribulations of the initiative has such an optimistic view bodes well. In any case, I believe I have a sufficient understanding of the initiative's accomplishments to deem it a worthy use of funding. Your cooperation will see me home to Charlian with fortuitous tidings, and for that, I thank you. I spoke earlier of my misgivings, whether Charlian's wisdom would be traded for naught but needless conflict. Now, however, I appreciate the true value in the undertaking. Gazing upon your stelloscope, I saw the promise that slumbers within distant worlds, and felt again the same thrill as when I first set foot on this magnificent star. 'Tis an experience better lived than spoken of, as you well know. Nevertheless, I shall do my level best to convey its worth to those with similar concerns. Shizune Dazkar, I am glad to have spoken with you personally at last. I confess, my sister's stories have long piqued my curiosity. Your sister, huh? Has Stola made no mention of me? Though our mothers differ, she and I are 2 of 12 daughters sired by our late father, Rule. Naturally, I am the eldest. Don't you think that that's something that should have come up in Endwalker? She had a sister in the forum all along? Exactly! Yashola got, like, kind of got super shafted in Endwalker. I mean, she gets shafted all the time, but, you know. We have never been especially close, though I worry for her as any sister would. Thus, I admit, was my journey here, was my journey here made not purely out of obligation to the Forum. I also wish to take your measure, and so I have. I trust you will continue to offer your aid to the initiative, and dear Stola as well, whensoever your paths cross. Probably next week. I literally just saw her 2 days ago. Now then, I must return to Aetheris and the endless tedium of petty political maneuvers. But first, let us inform Mamuko that I have no further business here. Wait, I could do that this whole time? Oh, I could have just returned. Oh well, it's fine. But yeah, don't you think Y'shtola having a sister on the forum is something that should have come up in Endwalker? I squint. I do wonder how Stola will react to the news of our meeting. Me too. Welcome back. So, how did it go? Be at ease, Mumiko. Your expert was a source of much constructive conversation as we toured the premises, and I conclude my inspection well satisfied. Oh, I am pleased to hear that, Counselor. As you should be, for it speaks volumes about the success of this initiative to date. I shall look forward to your regular reports on any further progress. Given your capabilities, I trust I have nothing to fear in continuing to entrust you with with maintenance of the budget. But of course, on behalf of the initiative, allow me to offer my sincerest thanks for making time in your busy schedule to visit us today. Thank the gods that's over. Even as forum members go, Counselor Yadeb is notoriously difficult to sway. I dreaded the worst, but it appears I was correct in my choice of intermediary. Now, with the forum's blessing, we stride ever further into the great unknown. You have the time, don't you? Counselor Yadeb's inspection couldn't have gone better. If I find another task in need of a measured reproach, I shall be sure to come to you. Alright, now... What's got searching away shooting me those furtive glances? Out with it, I say! Countless discoveries were made here on Fena, but this is only the beginning. What awaits us on our next jaunt, I wonder? Let's find out! Searching Way hopes you are ready to go boldly once more. Shizune! I'm so glad to have caught you. I recognize that giddy gleam in your eye, Searching Way. Is it time? Got it in one! As you know, we've been using the stelloscope to scan for our next destination. And that star shall be... Yeah? RG4-6! No, not again! These insipid provisional titles are an affront to my very being. Then you need only heed the call of the initiative, my friend. What awaits are not only resources in abundance, but an entire civilization. The remains of one, at least. We may one day learn what names they bestowed upon their works, but until then, we have more need of your talents than ever before. An advance party is securing a safe location for our newest base as we speak. So what do you say to another leap into the great unnamed? In search of fitting appellations not only for the star, but the cultural legacies upon it. This grand undertaking is getting grander by the day. It has grown far beyond what we Loprits could hope to achieve alone. Your skills and experience, Shizune, will doubtless prove indispensable in our quest for understanding. Come along, and we'll delve into the mysteries of the star together. Yeah, to the Galactic Way. To the Galactic Way then. I'll have the good captain show us aboard. I always look forward to Naming Way working his word magic. I shall never forget the moment I first laid eyes upon Fena. Imagine what this next star must have in store. Always a pleasure to see you, Shizune. Wink? Why are you winking? Here for another ride? Oh, Cruising Way, do you have something in your eye? You should get that taken care of. The engine's all warmed up for you. If you'd care to follow me. Then I'll make it so. Hold on tight. Yeah. All passengers ready and willing. Why do you mean willing? What if I wasn't willing? We've recorded some unusual gravity readings at the destination, so I suggest you prepare for a rocky landing. Also, one moment. I just need to step away for a minute. I will be right back. Alright, back. Sorry about that. So, routing engine output to anti-gravity thrusters. Ignition. Liftoff. Yeah! Aligning with stellar current. Coordinates set for RG's 4-6. Galactic Way, engage! Ah! Cosmo Hopper, disengaged. Another smooth ride, if I do say so myself. Thus far, at any rate. What do you mean by thus far? Would you look at that? Yeah, it looks so cool! All of that bedrock jettisoned into the atmosphere. Wrong voice. All of that bedrock jettisoned into the atmosphere. It's as if the star was torn apart. Yet it endures, ever bearing the scars of its suffering. Oasis. Ah, okay, just looked it up. It's Greek for, or it comes from Greek, and it does mean pain or distress. Interesting. Oh, Oasis, your very face like unto a wound that cannot heal. Never before has my heart ached so ardently when devising a name. I forgot this was the music for this place. These ruins are the largest we've recorded on Oiza so far. Is that what we're calling it then? Dillis! Are you acquainted with my friend here? Shizune Daskar, I presume. Tonkin has spoken of you. We've known each other for years, you see. I am Dillis, an editor of the Bibliotheca Historica at Numenon. I specialize in the comparative study of civilizations. Given that archaeological sites proliferate the star, I thought to offer the initiative my expertise. And we are ever so grateful to have her at the helm of our research efforts. I look forward to working closely with you and the other fine adventurers here. Yeah! We're currently in the midst of evaluating what we've discovered. While we've found no intelligent life lingering amidst the ruins, there are flora, fauna, and minerals in abundance. The density of the ether across the star, and its instability, are also noteworthy. These ethereal conditions have resulted in gravitational anomalies, such as the one that you see above you. It hangs like a moon, the intensity of its pull waxing and waning irregularly. To approach it is reckless at best. Waxing, strongly enough to pull a Loprit screaming into the sky? You will be reassured to hear that studium specialists have augmented the rainbow crystal with gravitational magics to counterbalance the environmental effects at play. Said effects are not truly negated, however, only mitigated. Be mindful of the objects around you, as they may float or fall unexpectedly. Yet, in spite of it all, civilization once flourished here. The structures we've found are proof of that. Structures with little architectural variation, nor aught suggesting they were constructed over a span greater than a generation. I'm inclined to see them as part of an outpost not unlike our own. I believe I catch your meaning. Could it be that their architects came from another star just as we have? The evidence suggests as much, and sheer scale indicates that it was more than a mere base of operations or exploration. The question we must ask, then, is why build a colony here? For what purpose did these visitors come and whence? Not to mention the looming issue of why they are here no longer. The more we learn, the more mysteries abound. Just think, Shizune. What started as my humble curiosity has led us all the way here, to the discovery of an unknown civilization. Who were these people, and what tragedy befell them? These burning questions deserve answers. And that is an ad break. We'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna eat more of my sandwich. All right, we're back. So, anyway, as I was saying before the ad break happened, who were these people and what tragedy befell them? These burning questions deserve answers. But to find them, the initiative must leave, no stone unturned. Do what you can to land a paw here on Ozus, or Oizus, and I will keep you appraised of any major developments. Likewise, I shall be in touch, be it via Exo-Tablet or another intermediary. Sounds good. Time to roll up the proverbial sleeves. Any stone you turn, I shall name. And I think, especially considering the fact that this is the current cosmic exploration phase, I'm gonna wait to do the other quest for the time being. Get the quests done to unlock the other quest here. And then we will continue. But in the meantime, let's run around and unlock Aetherites real quick and explore this place. It's so cool! What are these ruins? What do they do? Or what did they do? This area is so interesting. Oh, did I just... I did just come back to where I came from. Whoops. Oh, it would help if I attuned to this shard, huh? Alright, let's try that again. But look at how cool this place is! It's got pretty trees! Oh, this is probably not the direction I wanted to go in. Sure, we'll go this way. What? Yeah, I wanted to start by going down this way. And wah! Man, I would love to be able to fly in a place like this. Ethernet. I'm a little bummed out because I missed out on seeing the earlier phases of this area, but like, I just did not have time for stellar exploration or for cosmic exploration this patch. But my schedule should be opening up now, which is exciting. This music is so fun. then up this way. And attune to you. And back down we go. I need to go down this way first. Because there's a super cool thing down here. And also an Ethernet. Yeah, look at this place! It's a giant ruin! We need more of these. I want more places to explore that are mysterious and cool. I'm sorry, did you think we were gonna stop at the Ethernet here? You're talking to somebody who regrets not getting a minor in anthropology and sociology in college. We're exploring all the things. I know this is technically more archaeology, but I'm interested in how people live and cultures and stuff like that. Dude, music, art. I mean, music is art, and so is food. But you get my point. What? This is also giving me mad Subnautica vibes. Like, if you access this from the ocean, this would basically be the temples and stuff that you find in, or not temples, but you know, the facilities in Subnautica. It has the same vibe. Rock and crystal. But also, what is all this? Wah! Ah! Ah! All right. Now let's get back to the entrance of this temple. The way these don't curve is so funny to me. Or like that they aren't, you know, there's gaps between the different things through the hallways. And it almost feels like there was a limitation. I don't know how else to describe it. It reminds me a bit of like when you have to set up zip lines or something in, say, Enfield or something like that. Okay. Now, we go up this way. What's the deal with these two alleged walls? Are there ruins here, or is it just what they named these two giant cliffs? I guess it's just what they named the cliffs. Alright. In that case, let us head over this away. And then this away. Wait, no, I'm in the wrong place. Hang on, how did it get turned around? Alright, well, I guess we'll take the scenic route. Is there something interesting over there? Hang on. Are you anything? Not really, just a cool rock formation. Alright. Oh, right, there was like a really cool... Oh, no, wait, the cool view is over there. Look at that. That's also a very cool view, though. Look at that. Ah. Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm stupid. No, I wanted to see what this other route did. Let's go. What? Ruins! Ruins! Signs of a past, of a lost society. Also, what do you mean, signs of a collapsed tunnel? The door is closed. Let me in. Let me explore. Let me find your artifacts. Let me find your records. Your tablets, your cave paintings, your scrolls, your tomes. Wait, maybe it's not a door? Is it a wall? It looked, I thought it was a door, but maybe it's not. Well, bust through it anyway. I think that's all of the things. Right? Let's see here. Yes. I wanted to go back to Cape Garras, though, because there's a really cool view here. Oh, and it's like sundown right now, so it's gonna look really cool. You may be a little late for proper sunset, or they just don't have like the same kind of sunset. But look at that! Look at it! Hang on, look at that! That's so cool! Also kind of trippy, because I just realized that's like causing the ocean to tilt up. Because of the whole like gravity pulling the water up thing. But yeah. Anyway. That is where I'm gonna wrap up for tonight's stream. We'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be finishing the Arcadion raids for realsies. And hopefully still being able to get to Hildebrand. If not, we'll do Hildebrand next week. And I might just want to plan for Hildebrand being next week instead, when we will also be doing Cosmic Exploration. I know that the new patch comes out next week, but as I have said before, I want to give myself time to do it on my main before I do it on this character. And I also want people in the community to have time to do MSQ themselves so that they don't get spoiled by watching my stream. So yeah, I will be back tomorrow at 7:30 Central, when, like I said, we'll be finishing up the raids, hopefully. And then there will be no stream on Sunday, because I have a friend coming in from out of town. So yeah, and then next week, we'll be doing more things to clean up, content we haven't done yet. But yeah, anyway, let's find somebody on raid, or on raid for us to Twitch. On Twitch for us to raid. Who is doing things tonight? Oh! Yuzimi is in Dawn Trail and she's streaming and we're actually able to catch her on time. Excellent. God, I hope she's not about to like wrap up her stream. Let me check and make sure that she's not about to wrap up. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna go raid Yuzimi. She's doing MSQ. And until I see you all again, I hope you have a good night, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. Bye-bye!